Right then, let's do AM News. And fire has ravaged parts of the Odona market at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle here in Accra. It's not clear what caused the fire, which occurred on Wednesday, but personnel of the Ghana National Fire Service rushed to the scene to battle the inferno, which unconfirmed reports say razed about 80 shops. JoyNews' Joseph Opoku Gakpo spoke to the fire service and some of the affected persons.
The AMA task force that actually operates around this particular area. Just give us a sense, how bad is the fire, and is it under control yet?
Oh yes, I think that as at now the fire is under control about 60%. There are more fire tenders that is coming in, and then I pray that it can quench the fire.
Can you give me a sense about how many stores have been destroyed? What kind of items have been affected? Has that been quantified yet?
Not really, not ascertained now, but it's around 85 shops.
Okay, so about 85 shops where they sell what exactly have been destroyed in the place?
Oh, you know, this market, they usually sell so many things. People even cook in, people even use gas as well. It's being fixed over there.
Has anyone been injured in all of this that has played out?
As of now, when trying to quench the fire, we realized that we overheard someone trying to shout about that. So we went in with my commander here and with Honorable Moses Abo. He's also inside trying to bring things out.
So they are trying to get out the person who was shouting, whose voice alone you've heard, but you're not sure what exactly is happening to the person in there.
Yes.
And there are complaints that the fire service team didn't come in quickly.
Master, let me tell you one thing. This fire is not a small fire. Let me tell you, it's about 2,000 shops, and they are doing well. Look at the number of walls that they've been broken with the help of AME, and they are doing well. The fire is doing well.
A final clarification.
Yes.
What exactly started the fire? Do you know that yet?
What actually happened was that we're going rounds to also make sure that people who sells on the pavement will leave the pavement so that we can also leave home. So I was in with my commander and then in a car. Okay. So when we got to the market, the entrance of the market, and then we realized that there was some sort of smoke that came out. So we had to bash in, we rushed in. And we couldn't get where the pointer, so we shouted. And Honorable Moses Abo also coming also shout, so for people to also leave and go.
But for now, do you know what started the fire? Was it an electrical fault? Was it someone cooking? What exactly started the fire?
Master, right now I can see, you can see. Let me show you where it's here. It started just here. So realize that there's some woman who sells here. There's a woman who sells here. So I think that it started from there. That is what I think, because that's what we came to, see here.
We'll see how that goes. Richard Mensah there is secretary of the...
Well, you see the place has been walled. So if you don't get to the seat of the fire, firefighting becomes extremely difficult. You see, you can pour all the water in Accra on the fire. Well, if you are not dealing with the seat of the fire, it will not get off. Okay. So definitely we have to break through the wall to get access to the seat of the fire. Other than that, you cannot put it off there.
The residents are raising issues that you responded a little late, and when they came in, even after you came in, some of them had to use sachet water.
But you know our fire engine. You see, from headquarters to this place will not take you more than 4 minutes.
So you got here.
So maybe it started earlier than 8 o'clock, 8:04 hours, and maybe they tried putting it off, and when it got out of hand, then they decided to call the fire service. Other than that, the distance from our fire station, you see, we have a station at the circle here, STC. Yeah, there's a station there. So from STC coming to this place, how long will it take?
Did that station respond?
Yeah, they are here. They are here, and our headquarters too is here. Greater Accra City too is here.
How many tenders have you brought to this?
We have 5 tenders as of now. Dealing with the fire.
We heard that.
So maybe they didn't call us early. They tried putting it off themselves, and when it got out of hand, they decided to call fire service. Other than that, our response time was 3 minutes to get to this thing.
We heard that one person was stuck in there. What information do you have to that?
No, it isn't true. It isn't true. That's why our men donned the BA to rescue that person. But when they got in there, there was nobody.
So no casualties.
So we haven't, as at now, as I'm speaking, there's no casualty.
How did the fire start?
That one we may not know.
We are told someone who sells clothes was cooking and
no, the cause of the fire is still under investigation. So not until we have investigated, we cannot come out with the cause of the fire.
Right. Now, away from that story, the two main political parties, obviously the governing NPP and its opposition NDC, have been attacking each other over who is responsible for the current state of men's gold. Now, the two parties, Wednesday, held separate news conferences to advance their arguments. Now, here is a wrap of what ensued between the NDC and the NPP. It was put together by my colleague, Kwame.
The NDC, in its close to 2-hour news conference, accused President Akufo-Addo and some top government officials of complicity in the men's gold saga, alleging endorsements and secret payments to some officials of government as a plot to facilitate the escape of men's gold CEO Nana Appiah-Mensah. NDC Director of Communications Sammy Gyamfi addressed the media.
Government's posturing in the aftermath of the closure of men's gold is even more bizarre and confirms its complicity in this whole scam. It reveals government's obscene determination to aid the perpetrators of this scam to get off the hook. Is it not intriguing that 4 months after the shutdown of men's gold, no director, no shareholder, no member of management has been arrested and put under strict surveillance by the state? Until yesterday, no effort had been made by government to freeze the accounts of NAM1 and men's gold. Till date, ladies and gentlemen, none of his assets and that of men's gold, including that of his accomplices, have been confiscated by government.
In an apparent rebuttal, the NPP's Director of Communications, Yaobo Abinya-Samoa, accused the NDC communicator of double standards in his appreciation of a matter.
This is the twisted logic of the man who spoke saying that government didn't act. When government acted, when men's gold was warned, this man sat in a radio studio, which has international audience, and traduced government. It was a very good business. They were creating employment. They were creating profits for people. They were doing very well. Government was using the law in a way that was far-fetched. Far-fetched. Government should not have used the law. He didn't talk about state. He didn't talk about president. He didn't talk about regulatory agencies. He was busy heaping praise on men's gold and NAM1. And then he turned around to say that what men's gold had done, our government had not been able to do. Is that true? And this is the man who led the useless Vakos onslaught today.
Sammy Gyamfi argues the only reason government cannot touch Nana Appiah-Mensah is because he sponsored the NPP campaign in 2016.
The NDC is aware of the real reason behind government's inertia in this whole men's gold matter. According to our impeachable sources at men's gold, NAM1 sponsored the NPP and President Akufo-Addo's 2016 election campaign with a gargantuan sum of money, hence his strong ties with government. NAM1's amorous affair with the Akufo-Addo government is the only explanation as to how state security aided him to abscond from our jurisdiction and continues to treat him and his accomplices with kid gloves.
But the NPP dismisses any association of NAM1 with the president.
That NAM1 benefited from celebrity endorsement because he was seen to have taken pictures with the president of the republic and that he went on a trip with the minister of tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, since when have members of the public and stakeholders, local, international, been barred from engaging democratically elected presidents and their governments? Needless to say, NAM1 is a matter of public record. He has visited several eminent persons in this country. Anybody who cares to know knows that he has visited several serious people in this country as a responsible political party supporting a very focused government. We will not stoop so low as to suggest that public officers, religious leaders, traditional leaders, and others who by of their office are public property deserve to be abused for dirty political ends.
The NDC also alleged First Lady Rebecca Akufo-Addo took active part in endorsing the activities of Men's Gold.
Right then, Sanitation Minister Cecilia Dapa has taken her clean campaign drive to the markets following a national security report highlighting unsanitary conditions at the country's abattoirs and markets. Now, she has been assessing the sanitation situation at the Malamata market here in Accra. There's a lot more about that in this report.
Drains and heaps of uncollected refuse greeted the sanitation minister and a team at the Malata markets in Accra. The sanitation inspection of the various markets follows a worrying report by the National Security Council indicating serious unsanitary conditions in most abattoirs and markets across the country. The inspection forms part of efforts to ensure strict adherence to sanitation laws. Here is Director of Sanitation at the Ministry.
The report borders on the various abattoirs, slaughterhouses, and then meat markets or meat shops within the Accra area. So this is the maiden visit to specifically here at Malata Market. As far as meat shops are concerned, there isn't any slaughterhouse nor slaughter slab in here.
Traders at the markets called for refuse containers to be placed at vantage points to help in proper disposal and collection of refuse within the markets.
If you want some of the high and power, I'm so Filth
is one of our major issues. Disposing the refuge after cleaning is also another issue because of the price involved. We appeal to government for bins to be placed in the market.
Sometimes the cost of disposing the refuse is expensive. That is why some leave the refuse uncollected. Sanitation Minister Cecilia Dapa explained to JoyNews how she intends to keep the campaign for clean markets alive.
I took the advantage to inspect along the way the drains, how they've taken some garbage out of the drains, they've kept them on the shoulder to collect, and why each shop owner and business owner should keep the surroundings neat and tidy. They should keep their surroundings clean and tidy so that we can buy wholesome products.
Sure. A lot of the issue also boils down to the fact that, yes, they would clean, but the external people who would have to come here and pick the refuse up, delay in collection. Yes, so
I cannot discuss that here.
Okay.
They are also being paid to work, so they should. I mean,
so how are you? Yeah, I understand it's a chain, but
let's restrict it to them. Tidiness in the markets.
Okay.
When I just said, when you keep garbage on the shoulder of the road, what are you telling us? You should know. You are collaborators. We should all know what should happen. They should be picked up. Yes, the assemblies and the service providers should be made to work effectively. That is all.
How are you going to do that?
Much. Yeah, because we've sent letters around and they should take it up.
The ministry is expected to replicate the inspection to abattoirs and other markets in the country. For JoyNews, Matilda Pamaga, Accra.
And before we end the bulletin, it's time for Tech Thursday. Now, you might find this ironic, but your laptop is dangerous on your lap. That's according to multiple research. And like holding a cell phone too close to your head, holding a laptop so close to your body means the radiation flow directly goes into your body and into some of your most vital organs. Now, if you're pregnant, the dangers are even worse. On Tech Thursday today, here's what you should know. Kwame put this one together.
Be particularly careful if you're a man. Not a caution I can give, but But health experts say using a laptop is dangerous on your lap, especially to have children.
Using a laptop connected to Wi-Fi damaging your sperm. That's coming from a small study by researchers in Argentina.
If you spend any time at all on a laptop computer, you know that using it the way it was originally designed can generate lots of heat on your lap.
In fact, the most convenient working on a laptop while not on the table seems to be placing it on the lap. But certainly there are harmful effects of using it directly on your skin. Washington dermatologist Howard Brooks explains.
And it can lead to discoloration and this condition called erythema ab acne, or toasted skin syndrome. But this can lead to squamous cell cancer.
Well, beyond hurting your sperms and damaging your skin, IT and computer hardware expert Kwame Nkrumah tells us more effects of using your laptop directly on your lap.
It can cause back and neck pain. Imagine that you're using your laptop on your lap and you constantly have to bend down to look at it. Obviously, your leg is going to ache after prolonged use. And it can cause sleeping problems. If you use your laptop in bed on your lap because you think maybe it being portable, yes, I can continue my work, it's not good. That artificial light that comes from the screen, it suppresses the melatonin that your body needs to make you sleep well. And finally, it can burn your skin. I've been a victim of this before. If you leave the laptop on your bed, you're suppressing the vents from below, so air cannot go to your laptop from beneath it. When this happens, it gets hot. And then the air that's coming out of it is also very hot because laptop can actually get hotter than 90 degrees.
Researchers are now warning laptop companies that they need to change the name of a product to protect the user's health.
Consumer who experience finger pain after only an hour of laptop use. Even without connecting to the internet, laptops can deliver a dose of radiation that's 1,000 times above the background level.
Guess what? Even the manufacturers themselves warn us, don't they? Now, if you take time to look in your manual, which many of us do not do anyway, you probably find something to the effect, do not place on lap. And actually these days, you just need to look at the bottom of your laptop. You're likely to see beneath your laptop, do not block the outlet of a fan grill, place the machine on hard surface only, this surface is too hot, avoid body contact. All these point to a simple fact, that using a laptop on your lap is harmful for both the person using the laptop and the laptop itself. Some quick tips here for you. Use a lap cushion if you have to use the laptop in circumstances other than on a table. Now, find a hard anti-skid surface so that the vents are not closed and the lap finds a soft cushion. If I were you, I would advise myself now.
Right. Well, that's where we're going to draw a curtain on today's bulletin, but there's so much more to come. We're going to review the newspapers, and we have a special guest to help us do that. Stay where you are. We're back after these.